Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AWE Next Level, episode number 5. This time we have 3 matches on the card for you. First, a standings match between D4 and Cody Cole, 2 superstars on the opposite end of the food chain here in AWE. Next up, a standings match between Atlas Liger and Henry Mack. Can Atlas Liger get his victory back this time? And finally, the main event to crown the number 1 contender at the Great Clash. It's going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get going. But first, King Neon addresses the flute victory at Quest for Gold. Let's hop into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember correctly, at Quest for Gold, it was King Neon and Lunatank for the World Championship in an Iron Man match. It looked as though Lunatank had King Neon against the ropes in the last minute of the match, but Chris Davidson, who else but Chris Davidson, comes out and intervenes just enough for King Neon to take advantage.
You go in there and whatever works, possibly break his leg, or if I have to, break his neck. Whatever gets the job done.
From behind and cost me a number 1 contender spot? Yeah, you're not winning this match, you son of a gun. I swear to God, I'll beat your ass if you think you can attack me from behind. Yeah. What you got? You ain't got nothing. Pin that son of a bitch.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's your ass right there.
Got 15 seconds left in this match.
I know I got some explaining to do. Quest for Gold. Lunatank was a good opponent. And he was this close. This close. But he couldn't get the job done. I did that by myself. By myself. If it wasn't for Chris Davidson, I still would have done it. By myself. That's all I got to say. And if Lunatank has a problem with it, then he can try another time. Yeah. He can try again. That's all I got to say.
Bold words from the AWE champion. Next up, we've got the standings match. D4, Cody Cole. Can Cody Cole get his first victory in this company? We'll find out next. Ladies and gentlemen, we got D4 coming out here. I'm sure he's not too proud of himself after losing the Redemption 5-way at Quest for Gold. He seems fired up. He wants to get that 4th win and push his win percentage up. Now, D4 and Cody Cole have never squared off one-on-one in ring before. that patented kill shot maneuver, that could be the fate for Cody Cole. We got Cody Cole coming out next.
This is not another story. This is not another dream.
And Cody Cole
I refuse
is a
to be
promising
another
young
number now.
upstart
Never
here in
stay down. This is
AEW,
something
but it
real.
just seems like every time he's close to victory, he blows it.
I am more than just a thrill.
And he's trying to prove
I am gonna
that
be
he
the
can
greatest
compete
ever now.
with the
Watch
best
out, I'm a
that
force that you
AEW
will
has to
fear.
offer here today.
And it goes something like, ooh, I'm victorious. It's my time. There's no stopping this, 'cause I was born for this. I do it for the glory.
He does it for the glory. You heard it here first.
I do it for the glory.
This young man
I'll be
can
more
be
than just a
dangerous
favor.
when his
I'll be
offense
written in the
comes together.
stars. I will
not
never
sure
be
we've
too
seen
afraid to bleed,
Cody
giving all
Cole
of me,
yet,
even when it's
but we
hard.
could here today.
Cole, you ready?
And the match has begun. D4, Cole, they lock up. I would say the strength advantage and the size advantage definitely goes to D4 here in this matchup. However, if he underestimates the high-flying antics of Cole, it could be the only misstep and opening that Cody needs to take home the victory tonight. I will say for Cody Cole, nice back suplex there by D4. For Cody Cole, his first two matches, they were not very favorable. He had to go against Nick Alexander one-on-one in his first match, and then he got thrown in last minute into a 5-way match at Quest for Gold because Henry Mack didn't show. It showed a lot of guts and a lot of determination and willpower to even accept the bid for that 5-way match. And Cody Cole did not disappoint. Nice back elbows there from Cole, and he's trying to get it going. German suplex plants D4 right on his shoulder blades. Plants him with a DDT. D4 looks a little bit stunned. Maybe he underestimated Cole just a little bit heading into this match. Elbow to the midsection. Overhand punch to the back. He's measuring. Drop kick connects right to the back of the head on Cole. And a kick out at 2 from Cody Cole. Now, Cody Cole may be able to string some offense together in this match, but it looks like D4 is going to try and keep him grounded as much as possible. And there's a nice clothesline from Cody Cole. Puts D4 right on his head. And he jumps up. And he spikes him. There it is, the Code of Cole. First time we've ever seen it in AEW.
1, 2.
And a kick out at 2.5. Let's take another look. Watch this. Plants him right on the dome. How did he kick out of that one? Because he's D4, ladies and gentlemen. And that seems to be what he likes to do. And I don't know what Cody Cole was going for, but D4 took all the momentum he had built and threw it out the window.
3, 4, 5.
D4 is not a young upstart. He's wrestled the most matches in AWE. He's faced the most competitors of anyone, and he knows his stuff. And there it is, patented knee trigger, back of the neck. Cody Cole looks dazed and confused. And we know what this is.
Picture perfect.
Picture perfect. Frog splash makes solid contact, and he's going for the cover. Kick out at 2 from Cody Cole. It looks like D4 may have took the most impact on that one. If you guys saw, Cody Cole had both elbows draped over his midsection and maybe bruised the sternum just enough to knock the wind out of D4. And Cody Cole smartly gets out of the ring.
1, 2,
Many people have been on the receiving end of that frog splash. And Cody Cole wise enough to get out of the ring.
5,
And D4 going on the hunt. He looks very upset that Cole rolled back in the ring, and Cole taking advantage. Veteran-like maneuver there from Cody Cole. Waited for his opportunity and pounced, and D4 looks pretty pissed off right now. And one of the greatest strikers in this business, there it is, kick right to the face. D4 not messing around. Somewhat of a kip up there. Pele kick from Cody Cole, snaps it off. D4 is dazed, but he manages to crawl back over just in time to taunt him. Not sure if he connected solidly on the Pele kick. And a Hurricane Rana. Looks like the height differential between the two may have caused a hiccup on the Hurricane Rana. D4 stands at about 5'7", 5'8", whereas Cole's more of a 5'10", 5'11", with long legs. And he's going for another Hurricane Rana, but D4 catches him, and there's a powerbomb onto the knees of D4. Lung blower, if you want to call it. Can we get another look at this? D4 may have taken some impact, but overall, the shoulder blades landed directly on the knees of D4. And Ushigoroshi plants him right on his neck. And we've seen this taunt before. Here it is. Swanton bomb from D4. Picture perfect. And he's going to get the 3 count. Thanks for coming, Cole. The Code of Cole at the beginning of the match stunned D4, and we thought maybe we could get an upset victory. But there's the lung blower from D4. And inevitably, the Swanton bomb straight into the cover. D4 knew that was all she wrote. But D4, I think, is showing a little bit of respect for the performance Cody Cole just put on. He's going to get his hand raised. Let's go. Because overall, he was victorious. But there, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And who is this guy? What are these two doing here? Why are they assaulting our superstars? Cody Cole looks like he might be out for the count. And D4, what? Oh my God. And a knee to the midsection. Who are these two men, and what are they doing here? And here's Liger. I don't know where the hell he came from. And I don't know if he's going to get in on the action. Is he their leader? What is going on here? They're going to run away. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea who these two men are. I have no idea what Liger's doing out here. He looks less malevolent than the other two. What just happened? And next up, Liger has a match with Henry Mack. But first, we're going to speak with Chris Davidson about Quest for Gold. I'm here with Chris Davidson. Chris, tell me, why did you do it? Why did you interfere in that championship match at Quest for Gold?
Because he took away my opportunity in the number 1 Contenders tournament. He attacked me from behind like a coward, and I don't go for that.
Any words for Lunatank moving forward?
Lunatank, you're nothing but a big pussy. And the next time I see you, I'm going to beat your ass.
not sure what just happened. I guess Lunatank didn't like the words coming from Chris Davidson's mouth, but we have a show that must go on. I'm not sure where Lunatank plans on taking him or what's going to happen. So much is going on in this episode. Let's get into the action. Seen Atlas Liger, the Jersey Devil, twice in AEW. His first match, his debut match, was in the Quest for Gold tournament, first round against Henry Mack. He was Simba the Great's replacement, and he put on one hell of a show, but inevitably in that 2 out of 3 falls match, Henry Mack proved victorious. Here today, Atlas Liger has a chance to prove that he is truly the better superstar and can contend for the world title. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you, the devil inside you. Atlas Liger was another participant in the Redemption 5-way match. It was Atlas Liger, D4, Nick Alexander, Chris Davidson, and Cody Cole. Nick Alexander proved victorious on that occasion, and that's why he gets to fight Lunatank here tonight. Everyone else is just trying to improve their record and move up the ladder as much as they can. Take my life, just not today. Liger looks ready to inflict pain and punishment. And that Devil's Cut is one fierce maneuver. We saw it hit on D4. And he did get a pinfall victory over Henry Mack in their 2 out of 3 falls match with that very maneuver. And here he is, Henry Mack, the dynasty of AEW, the very first AEW World Champion. He is one of the OGs in this business, and he's got a pretty impressive track record. First AEW champion. He's 3-2, that's a winning percentage. He missed out on the Redemption 5-way at his chance to become number 1 contender. He has so many moves in his arsenal. Super kick to the back of the head, stunner, swing, side slam, crash landing, you name it, this guy has got it. And it's going to be tough for Liger to match up tonight. And the trampoline looks pretty slippery, and it sure sounds like it too. We'll see who can come out on top in this match. And they're going to lock up. This match has a big fight feel to it because Henry Mack is one of the best in the business, and Atlas Liger looking to put his name in the hat too. But he's not going to do it with maneuvers like that. You got to get in the ring. I'd say you're lucky the ref hasn't counted you out yet. Okay, there he goes. Henry Mack waiting. Mack fears no man. And Liger may be playing mind games, trying to get inside the head. These two know each other pretty well. The debut of Liger was against this man, and he picked up the first pinfall in that match. Can he pick up the first pinfall here tonight and come out with a victory? I'm not sure who took the impact there, but neither one of them seemed fazed by that move. And Henry Mack taunting him, saying, "Get up." these two potentially could be rivals for a long time to come. And he just stole the Devil's Cut from Atlas Liger. That could be a 3 count. My God. When I say Henry Mack has it all in his arsenal, I mean he has it all in his arsenal. Henry Mack has a background in boxing, so he knows what it's like to feel out a competitor. He knows what it's like. He's going for the crash landing already. And Liger sat out with it and takes a knee to the face. He avoided impact by sitting down. Ladies and gentlemen, what's Mack going for here? Nice drop kick to the midsection by Atlas Liger.
One.
These two competitors going back and forth. Senton from Liger. He's building momentum. Another senton from a greater height this time. You see the fans in the background. They're coming out for this match because this very well could determine a future #1 contender later on. And there it is, a suplex.
1, 2.
Henry Mack is just upwards of 250 pounds. That is not a light body to have to suplex over your head. Impressive strength from the grappler, from the Jersey Devil. Oh my goodness, little jackhammer action going on. Planted him right on the back of his head, it looked like. That looked dangerous. Nice shoulder tackle from Henry Mack. The AWE fan base, a relatively small one, but also a committed one. They come out for quite a few matches. Drop there from Henry Mack. Stays on his feet and he's going to go for something else. Elbow drop from Henry Mack, piercing the midsection. Another one, piercing once again. And is he going to go for 3? He won't. Kick out there from Liger. Henry Mack taunting, getting in the face of Liger. And brutalizing him, using that boxing background, body blows. He knows what those can do to his opposition. But Liger takes advantage and plants him, DDT right on his face. This could be the turning point. This could be the momentum that Liger needs to pick up the win here tonight. Henry Mack landed right on his face. And Liger finally realizing it's finally settling in. He's in for a war tonight on Next Level. Hit to the midsection. Straight right hand punch to the top of the dome. And Henry Mack taunts him once again. Super kick. And he just dropped the former champion. And he just sits right back up. Drop kick. Atlas Liger ain't playing none of these games tonight. He's a grown man. And he ain't got time for this. He might be a man, but when he gets into that dark place, when he becomes Spear, when he becomes the Jersey Devil, Atlas Liger, it's a sight to behold. I'm not sure that we've seen that here in AWE just yet. But when this man turns to Monster Devil's Cut, that could be all she wrote for the former champ, for the dynasty.
1, 2.
And a kick out at 2. I'm not sure how he pulled that one off. When Atlas Liger goes from man to monster, he can be one of the best competitors we have. And all it's going to take is him going to that dark place once. We could see a new champion at some point. Another Devil's Cut, 2 consecutive. Henry Mack using his veteran skills.
Puts on the rope.
Come on.
He has a great ring awareness to him, and that is what helped him win the AWE Championship so long ago. And it looks like he tried to pull off a Devil's Cut. Not sure that he got enough of it to keep Liger down, though. Devil's Cuts are flying everywhere, left and right, from this guy and that guy. And I don't know who's going to come out on top. And a super kick right to the face of Atlas Liger. And a stunner. That could be all she wrote. And some sort of flip move there from Henry Mack. He seems like he's happy with it, so I'll be happy with it as well. Both of these men have to be gassed at this point. I would be willing to go out on a limb and say next Devil's Cut wins it. Henry Mack has taken, I believe, 3. Liger's taken 2. Gouge to the eye from Atlas Liger. He ain't playing fair tonight. He's got a match to win. And he turned that into some sort of twisting stunner. I wouldn't call that a Devil's Cut. And you see the scorn on the face of Atlas Liger. Could be going to that dark place. A Devil's Cut. And Mack going to the ropes, trying to evade a defeat here tonight.
1, 2.
And that quick evasion allows him to kick out of his 4th Devil's Cut. We're going to have to see Liger go somewhere he's never been before, because this shit isn't putting Henry Mack away. And a kip up. The most athletic big man there is. Puts him right on his neck. Modified German throw. Sleeper hold. He's got it. Is it cinched in? He's got it. He's got it applied. That could be it. Is Liger going to submit? He says no, but his eyes say something else. Smartly counters it into a pin, and Mack has no choice but to get his shoulders up and let go. Atlas Liger may not have ankle lock applied. Atlas Liger may not have many matches here in AWE under his belt just yet, but I promise you, he's a veteran of this business, and he's looking to climb his way to the top of this company. Gets to the ropes, and he's going to have to break the hold. Henry Mack showing why he could be a premier submissionist here in AEWE. I'm not sure Henry Mack knows what he's going to have to do, but he may have just found it. And we talk about Atlas Liger going to that dark place, but tonight it might be Henry Mack whose demon gets brought out for all to see. Trying to inflict pain because he wants this win worse than it looks like Liger does. And a powerbomb, possibly mocking King Neon, the man that took his title from him. And a misstep on the elbow drop there. That could prove effective. That could be the limb Liger needs to target. They're both injured, but Mack says I can go with one arm. Enziguri, wow, out of nowhere. And I think the ref is as shocked as I am to see that from a 250-plus pounder. And he's going for the crash landing, and Liger just manages to get out. That most certainly would have been the end of this match. And that left leg, that's going to prove costly to the effort. Mocking D4. We saw D4's leg get injured on next level number 4, and it cost him the tournament. Chop block, oh my goodness, that is one of the ugliest things you will ever see in this company. You hate to see it, but it's legal. It's legal, ladies and gentlemen. But Liger, back up. He's in that dark place. He's gone to it. And there's no coming back from it. Super Saiyan Devil's Cut. That might be it for Henry Mack. That's number 5.
1, 2, 3.
And that's going to be it. Liger's first victory in AEW. Watch this. Devil's Cut from Henry Mack. Liger planning Henry Mack right on his face. And this modified Devil's Cut, some might even say it had more impact. Liger did what he had to do to win this match, and he's going to advance to 1 and 2.
God knows I tried, you're better off dead.
And he got the better of Henry Mack this time. What a lengthy match. And next up, the main event, number 1 contendership, Nick Alexander.
You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you.
Here comes Lunatank, and he's got a shovel, a miniature shovel, but it is a shovel. I'm not sure what that means for Chris Davidson. I don't know why you'd want to dig. And here comes Nick Alexander.
I'll bust your freaking neck.
He said, "Bust my face, I'll bust your freaking neck." Quoting him on that. And he's pushing the ref away. And King Neon's out here.
Ain't so bad now, are you?
I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen, what that was. I don't know what insurrection even means. But what I do know is we're going to crown a new number 1 contender here tonight on Next Level number 5. Lunatank, one of the most aggressive brawlers, and Nick Alexander, one of the most punishing strikers in this company. And a kick to the right knee. I'm telling you, these boots, ladies and gentlemen, that Lunatank wears, they're unforgiving. And the crowd being vocal here tonight, what can we say? This is the action that you guys come back to see every time there's an upload. And a leg drop across the back. Usually you put that across the head, but Lunatank is the most unorthodox man I've ever had the displeasure of meeting in my life. And he always seems to have this DDT from Nick Alexander. Folded Lunatank up. Lunatank has a background in amateur wrestling, and he uses that to his advantage every time he steps foot in this ring. Well, he uses that to his advantage and his pet chair. So, little roll up there.
Two.
This is going to be a very physical and vicious match. These two men already don't like each other. So it's almost like Lunatank, let me just spell this out for you guys if you haven't seen the previous episodes. Lunatank and Nick Alexander fought in the semifinals of the Quest for Gold #1 contendership tournament. That should be a rope break right there. I'm not sure what the ref's doing. He needs to get his head in the game. Maybe drink a V8. All I'm saying is these two met in the semifinals of the Quest for Gold #1 contendership tournament, and it was not pretty, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, it was the opposite of pretty. It was so ugly. The things that Nick Alexander was put through, unforgiving. The steel chair snapped his fingers. It snapped his head. I'm not sure what Lunatank's doing, but he's doing something. And that's a pin.
1, 2.
And our referee maybe failed the wellness policy. I'm not sure. But, but I will say these two men don't like each other. Sally doesn't like Nick Alexander either. If you know, you know. And I just can't see Nick Alexander coming out on top and becoming the #1 contender tonight. I can't see it. Lunatank is too ferocious. He's too vicious. And it looks like he's going to go bust the nose once again. That would also be a rope break, ref.
Rope break.
There you go. He finally got one. Knee to the side of the face from Lunatank. Ladies and gentlemen, the details about the Great Clash pay-per-view have not yet been disclosed to the public. But I will say, whoever wins this match is in a great position to win the championship. And a spear from Lunatank, contorting the body, one might even say the corpse of Nick Alexander at this point. And Lunatank, not used to having to use this much energy in a match. Usually he's got weapons to carry him through, but tonight he's having to wrestle. And I think that might be choke slam straight to hell. Nick Alexander, Lunatank not even going for a cover. He wants to punish Nick Alexander. He may not even care about the championship at this point. I will say, We've seen this many a time. Package pile driver.
2. That's 2.
And a 2 count. I will say this match favors Nick Alexander because you can't bring weapons. However, with the amateur background that Lunatank possesses, it could go either way.
Be good. Be good.
Nick Alexander not going to submit to the guillotine. As a matter of fact, he's going to smash a few forearms in the face of Lunatank, and Lunatank going to hit some body blows. I've taken a few of those body blows in my day. My father wasn't a nice man. That's strictly a joke. Don't call DHS or Child Protective Services because I'm 18 now, so. Looks like he's going for another choke slam. Complete shot from Nick Alexander. That's the turning point that he's going to need.
That's 2.
Only a 2 count, however, and a straight left hand to the face of Lunatank. Lunatank is confused. He's never been in this position before. Nick Alexander's showing him something new, showing him what it do. Bars. And Lunatank can't even pick himself up off the ground anymore. And there it is, the stomp that we saw at Quest for Gold. The same move he used to win the Redemption 5-way. Could it be enough?
2. 3.
And it is going to be enough. Chalk this one up to Nick Alexander. And he's going to go fight for the AWE World Championship at the Great Clash. Let's get some replays in a second.
Ass got kicked. I'm gonna tell you this. Great Clash. Big Neon. Your ass is mine next.
His ass is his next. You heard it here first. Let's take another look. That spear was vicious. Watch the impact. And this chokeslam, one of the highest I've seen. Lot of ferociousness in this match. And that complete shot was the turning point that Nick Alexander needed. He knew what Lunatank was going to go for. Lunatank kind of telegraphed it a little bit. And this vicious stomp to the back of the head was what Nick Alexander needed.
And when it comes to you,
Talking to me?
you think I'm talking to, jackass?
The wall?
No, I'm talking to you, dipshit.
Well, apparently, dipshits have this.
Yeah,
And this ain't coming out of my hands.
we'll see about that. Clash. Tattle rain. Guys.
My goodness. A stomp from Nick Alexander on the garbage can. And he's eyeballing that title like he wants it around his waist.
This is a sign for things to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, that stomp was so impactful it woke the whole neighborhood up. We'll see you next time.